brought to you by oneaauto.com, your source for quality parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of oneaauto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to be working on this 1998 Toyota Camry. We're going to be showing you how to install or replace the wiper transmission, which is the part that makes the wipers go up and down. Sometimes the teeth will strip on the arm gears, as well as the bushings can go bad. These are the items you'll need for this repair. All right, so we have the hood off. You don't have to do it, it just makes it a lot easier to film. So we're just going to take a piece of tape and just put it right above where our wipers are, just to mark it. So we put them back on the same spot, and do the same thing on the passenger side. And now there's a 14mm nut on each one that you need to remove. 14mm socket with a ratchet. And then to remove them, you should just be able to push down a couple times, loosen it up, and then pull it up. And repeat that for the passenger side. On each side, there's a little clip. And on the passenger side here, to remove these, you push down in the center with a small flat blade screwdriver, and then pry up around the sides and pull them out. And you can actually reset them to put them back in. You just push the center back up. And start on the passenger side. You just kind of take this, move your fingers along, firmly lift up. Okay, and then carefully pull the clips through the plastic. Squeezing them from the back side might be a good idea. This last one pulls off like that, and the passenger side grille comes forward and out. And same thing for the driver's side. It's always the last one that doesn't want to come out. Somebody used a little bit of glue or something over here, but that comes out. Disconnect your lead. There's just a tab underneath. Squeeze the tab and pull it off. And then you have 5 10mm bolts that hold your transmission in place. 10mm socket with a ratchet extension, and remove the bolts. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little marker, mark a line on the arm, and then just mark a line on the motor here, just so if I put it back together, I can line those up. Remove the transmission from the motor, just put a screwdriver through there, and pry up, and then through here, pry up and off. Now remove these 2 10mm bolts. And our transmission's in good shape, so we're just going to put it back on. We're just doing this to show you. Put it back in place and start your 2 bolts in. Not required, but now would be a good time if you want to use a shop vac or something to clean everything out. We're going to reinstall. Obviously, we didn't put a new transmission on because ours is still in good shape. But you can find new transmissions at oneaauto.com. Check those out. We'll reinstall and put in all 5 of them. Start them in first, and then we'll tighten them up evenly afterwards. And then just tighten them up. Be firm, not too tight though. And we're just going to cycle the wipers, obviously to make sure they work correctly, and let the motor go back into the park position so you can put the wiper arms on correctly. Okay, again, we don't have the hood on, but if you had the hood on, you just put it in, slide it in this way. There are tabs up here that you want to make sure go underneath the windshield. Okay, make sure that hole lines up where the clip goes. There's a little tab right there that goes down into the hole. And then you can put these clips in the weather strip to lock it in place. Okay, before you put the clips in, if they're still down like that, you want to reset them, push them up so they're up like that. And on this side, there's a couple of tabs that lock into the other one. So push it up under here first. And then it kind of locks in like that. Put our clip in place. Then this weather strip. There's a hook right here and a hole in the weather strip, so just push that on like that and then follow the clips down. If you've done work on your wipers, you'll just want to, before you put the arms on, cycle them a couple times and shut them off and make sure they go back into the park position. Okay, two different wipers. The straight arm goes on the passenger side. The curved one goes on the driver's side. There is a D and a P on the OE arms. The straight part of our tape marks where the arms were. So I'll put the arm right down there and push it on. Same thing with the passenger side. Get lined up with the tape. And you can always, if it goes in the wrong spot, before you push down too hard, bring it up and push it on. Put the nuts back on and tighten them up. And tighten them up. You don't want to go too tight, but be nice and firm. If you don't tighten them up enough, you risk the wiper motor, the transmission stripping inside the arm. And if you tighten it up too much, you risk stripping the threads on the studs. So back on, and we can remove our tape.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope this video helped you out. Next time you need parts for your car, please visit oneaauto.com. Also check out our other helpful how-to as well as diagnosis videos.